Mateo, I just sent you some vegetables I harvested from the field. I think this year's crop turned out quite well. Let me know what you think once you've had a chance to taste them.
Thanks, sis. Any recommendations on what to try first?
I'd have to say the asparagus. It took some time to grow them.
Wow, I'm looking forward to trying them. Thanks for sending so much. It's really helpful. Recently, vegetables have become expensive. I can't afford to buy them much.
Sure, prices have risen, but aren't there still vegetables within your budget? Isn't the supermarket near your house fairly cheap?
Yes. That's true, but I'm barely making ends meet.
That much? Should I send some more then? I only give out the good-looking ones since I grow them as a hobby. If you don't mind ones that look a little off, I have plenty more.
Really? I have some. I'm really happy. I'm really sorry for all the trouble.
Oh, it's nothing. Your company is quite big, isn't it, Mateo? You and your wife Ruby live together. Does it really cost that much to live?
When you get married, there are always things that cost money. We aren't both working. Ruby isn't very strong, right?
Ah, right. You mentioned she's frail. So part-time work is out of the question?
It seems so, but I'll do my best. I knew this when I married her, so I have to be the one to earn money. I've been studying to take on a part-time job recently.
A part-time job is good, but don't overdo it. You just got married, so your health is the most important. That's why good food and sleep are the most important.
Yes, I understand. I won't do anything that will make me sick.
Oh, I also got some strawberries from a neighbor. I should have sent those too. Should I send them now?
No, it's fine. As long as it's not too much trouble for you, sis. I have to get back to work soon.
Understand, but please contact me if you really need help. Our parents have passed away, so I'm the only one you can rely on, right? My husband will also help, so don't hesitate.
Thank you, but I'll do my best as much as possible. I'm sorry for causing you worry. Talk to you later.
Hello, Cora! Thank you always for sending the vegetables. Hello, Ruby. It's okay. I enjoy sending them. I'm spacing out the deliveries, is that okay? Please let me know if you think it's too much. No, it's always just the right amount. It's very helpful. I just received some cabbage and carrots. Sorry if they don't look very good. No, not at all. We always enjoy eating them. But seeing the vegetables you grow, I've become a little interested myself. Really? In farming? I'm not quite ready for that yet. I'm thinking of starting a home garden. That sounds good. There are quite a few things you can grow easily. And more than anything, growing them is fun. If you start and encounter any difficulties, feel free to consult with me. Thank you. I'm not strong enough to work. I hope to be a little support to Mateo. Oh, but it will cost money to get the tools. Actually, I heard a little from my brother. Life is tough. I see. As we get older, we have more weddings and funerals to attend. And there are a lot of irregular things. I really feel how hard it is just to live. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have intruded on your family affairs. But I'm worried because my brother tends to overdo things. Money issues can be stressful. Ruby, you're having a hard time too, aren't you? Are you okay? Compared to Mateo, it's nothing. So I secretly started a part-time job recently. Really? You haven't told my brother? Yes, not yet. But there are many days when I feel unwell and I can't earn at all. I wonder when the day will come when I can tell him about this. I see. Cora? I'm really embarrassed to ask this, but could you give us a little help? I'm worried about Mateo. I thought about asking my parents, but they're very strict. They might tell us to divorce. I don't mind helping, but when I asked Mateo before, he refused. Is that so? Yes, he said he wants to try a little harder himself. Oh, Mateo. If he hears that I asked for help, he might get angry. Mateo is kind. I don't think he'll get angry. But he might blame himself. Would it be difficult to give us some help secretly? I don't mind helping, but because it's about money, wouldn't it be better to discuss it with Mateo first? Then he might not accept it. Mateo is trying hard with his other job now. I'll start repaying the money little by little soon. So could you please help us? I want to support him from behind for that time. Even if it's for a short time, please be there for him. I see, but I can only afford about $500 per month. Is that alright? Yes, that's fine. With $500, I can feed my husband a little bit better. I'll send the money soon. Thank you. I'll send you the bank account number later. Ruby, I'm sorry for the hardship. No, I chose Mateo. I don't regret it. He may be a bit unreliable, but Mateo is very kind. Please support him. I got it. Leave it to me. I will do my best with what I can.
Morning, sis. Thanks for yesterday. I was able to relax for the first time in a while.
Really? You rushed off, didn't you?
I stopped by during a business trip. I couldn't stay long.
Maybe, but... Oh, did you get home?
No, not yet. I'm taking a break in a highway parking area right now. But I was able to have a nice meal and I feel revived. Sis, thank you always.
Hey, Mateo. You were crying when you ate, weren't you?
That's because the homemade food from my sis was so good. I was moved.
But you said it had been a while since you had a human meal, right? Hey, something happened, didn't it? You evaded the question yesterday, but I'm still concerned.
I'm fine.
My husband was worried about you. You've lost a lot more weight than before.
You're worrying too much.
Then don't make yourself look like you need to be worried about. And what do you usually eat? I did make a bit of an effort to cook because Mateo was coming yesterday. But isn't Ruby making homemade food for you?
Well, yes.
And I'm sending vegetables and stuff. So haven't things gotten a little easier than before?
I wonder. Well, I'm fine.
Mateo, has life really not changed from before?
Well, it's so-so.
Don't dodge the question. I'm really serious.
Sis, it's my fault that my income is low, so I have to work hard.
You're working hard enough, aren't you? Why don't you take a look at your living expenses once in a while? You might not want me to be nosy about money, but I'll introduce you to a financial planner I know. You're not in debt, are you?
I'm not in debt.
But like I said before, I can't believe life has gotten this hard on Mateo's salary. I wonder why it's become like that.
I'm sorry.
Why are you apologizing? I don't want an apology. I want a solution.
I might be done for.
What happened?
Everything was a lie.
What do you mean by a lie?
About Ruby.
Did something happen to Ruby?
Ruby isn't particularly weak. She just doesn't want to work, so she made it like that. And the struggle with living expenses are all due to Ruby's spending.
Do you mean Ruby is spending money?
After we got married, Ruby started to change gradually. About half a year ago, she started saying that I was an ATM. Of course, we talked about it many times, but by the time I realized it, it was too late.
What do you mean it's too late?
I can't stand up to Ruby.
What can I do?
But I said I would make everyone happy at the wedding. And you even paid for the wedding, sis. We were blessed by everyone and received various amounts of money. I feel so guilty about getting a divorce.
But if there's no love, shouldn't you break up?
I didn't know anymore. I was just doing my best to listen to Ruby. I think I might be messed up.
Mateo, you should take a break for a while.
But the company.
Never mind that. It'll work out somehow. When I saw you yesterday, you were completely worn out and had no spirit. I was really worried.
I'm sorry for causing trouble. I'm an adult, but I'm a pathetic man.
Anyway, come back home right now and talk about everything that has happened and rest properly. Hello, Ruby. Is it a good time? Hello, Cora. I was just about to contact you. I can't reach Mateo. Is he still in the hospital? Yes, he is. He hasn't been getting better. It seems he needs a bit more rest. Is that so? I'm sorry. Even though I was with him, I let Mateo collapse from overwork. And you've been supporting us, Cora. Yes, that's why I was surprised. He should have been able to eat proper meals. My brother has lost 22 pounds compared to before. Really? Since we were together every day, I didn't notice that he lost that much weight. When he comes back, I'll make sure he eats nutritious food. No, it's okay. You're probably only going to feed him useless food, aren't you? Excuse me? What do you mean? Weeds or your leftovers. What kind of food are you feeding my brother? I've heard everything. You've been using most of my brother's salary to buy whatever you want, haven't you? What are you talking about? I didn't do that. I've been monitoring your behavior for the past week. You get up in the afternoon, order food delivery, go out to play in the evening, go shopping and bar hopping. You've been spending my brother's hard-earned money like water, and yet you feed him garbage. What do you think my brother is? Well, that can't be helped. With my husband's low salary, I can't buy brand items unless I save. It's not my fault, it's Mateo's fault for not earning money. What? How can you not think you're the one at fault? Mateo promised to make me happy when we got married. So shouldn't Mateo be the one to make an effort? You must be out of your mind. It takes mutual effort to make a marriage happy. I married him because he works at a big company. But in reality, he has a poor salary which shocked me. This is fraud, isn't it? You're impossible. I heard that after getting married, you gradually started being violent towards him, both verbal and physical, wasn't it? Because of that, Mateo is now seeing a psychiatrist. Isn't he in the hospital? I heard he collapsed on a business trip. No, I called Mateo home to keep him away from you. Then please bring Mateo back home soon. He hasn't been home for a week. Payday is coming up soon, and I need money. Mateo is not coming back. He says he's getting a divorce from you. Are you kidding? Please let me talk to Mateo. You think that if you talk to Mateo, he won't oppose you. But the doctor told him to avoid contact with you, so it's impossible. But I can't get a divorce in this situation, can I? Because Mateo is mentally exhausted, right? It's amazing you can laugh after what you've done. You've taken money from me, and you think you're going to be forgiven? But there's no IOU. You're a really terrible person. I won't hold back anymore. I'm going to make you take responsibility. What responsibility are you talking about? Obviously, it's the responsibility for hurting Mateo. It's not just about money that I've learned from monitoring you for the past week. I also know you have a lover, and your lover is married too, right? I wonder what would happen if I contacted his wife. I don't have such a person. Do you? I know you're having secret meetings at hotels. It seems you both are careful because you're married. But I asked a professional to monitor you. The evidence of your adultery is also neatly recorded. Are you going to show it to the wife of my lover? Yes, and also to your parents. I heard they're strict, so I wonder what will happen. Your behavior towards your husband, your wasteful spending, and then adultery? I'm looking forward to what comes next. Wait a minute. Please don't tell my parents. They're the kind of people who casually use corporal punishment. But didn't you do the same to Mateo? You kicked him, threw things at him, didn't you? I'll apologize to Mateo. Please just don't do that. Cora, please. I'll do anything, even kneel. The first thing you need to do is to divorce, and then you have to pay Mateo alimony. But alimony? I don't have any savings and I can't pay. You can sell the things you've bought so far and it will help a bit, right? You seem to have a lot. If you sell everything, you'll have a reasonable amount of money. No, but there are things I've bought with great effort. Then I'll go ahead and report as it is. I will somehow make money. From now on, I'll work little by little and pay it back. So please don't tell my parents. You think I'll believe your lies? This time it's true, so please believe me. I'm sorry. I've been deceived by you many times before. I've already made arrangements. What do you mean? Your parents just arrived there. They also have evidence of your infidelity, so please take responsibility for what you've done. No way! Are you lying? Stop joking! Cora, please correct it to my parents. There's nothing to correct, is there? This is the result of your neglecting to make an effort in your marriage. There's no one left who's on your side. Reflect on how you've hurt my family. And then Ruby was beaten by her in-laws and signed and handed over the divorce papers. Ruby's parents were indeed quick to use their hands, and it seems they didn't raise her in a commendable way. I feel sorry for her in that respect, but they're strict people, so they've settled the matter of compensation properly. Also, since I sent evidence of the adultery to the family of the lover, it seems there was a battlefield there as well. I heard that Ruby is now working around the clock under her parents' supervision, paying for the alimony and repaying me. A mutual friend of my brother saw Ruby once, and I heard she had lost a lot of weight and didn't look like she used to. Even so, I don't feel sorry for her. She's just in the same state as my brother. I don't know how much debt she still owes to her parents, but I hope she works hard and takes responsibility on her own. On the other hand, my brother has gained weight by taking a slow rest and has returned to his previous bright face. He now doesn't understand why he was under Ruby's control, and it seems his emotional wounds are healing. Also, I heard that Ruby was throwing away the vegetables I sent, and she was purposely limiting my brother's meals to a minimum. My brother felt sorry for me about that, didn't want me to know, and couldn't say anything. I think he thought that if he endured it because he knew about Ruby's family situation. It's probably because my brother is too kind that Ruby was controlling his life. He's going to return to work next month, so I think I'll let him rest at home until then. I'm a little worried, but I think he'll be fine when I see him now. I intend to keep watching over my brother, who has overcome so much, from behind the scenes.